What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're watching Sideline Talk. I'm the humble beast himself, Coach Hurd.
Coach Herb.
We feel
What's
good.
up, everybody? The icon, the fantasy icon, Coach Tay in the building.
Yeah, I still think we need to find a new nickname or whatever you want to do for fantasy icon. I don't know what you need to do.
You want me to get the belt? Oh, what?
Does that belt count in the sideline talk era, or is that something that you did that you stole from another league?
That's called icon status. It's from before. Icon status.
You know,
What it is, y'all? Your boy Allen saying the place to be.
he holding on to the icon status like
Yeah,
people holding on to Bill Walton in the top 50 list and all that. Like, come on. Or he could be trying to manifest it. You know what I mean? He's trying to get back there. I see it. You gotta speak it before it happens.
Hey.
Yeah. You feel me? It
And
wasn't always
I hope
Coach Hurd.
Christian McCaffrey land in your lap and you still take him.
Yeah. Y'all can't pay me enough to take Christian McCaffrey ever again. Christian McCaffrey can have 400 fantasy points this year. And the next year, I guarantee you I won't take him.
He got Baker Mayfield this year, so he should be better.
Never.
No, he got Sam Darnold.
For the first couple weeks. But hey, man, it's good to see the fellas back, man. Hope you had a great week. Shout out to everybody that's on. Follow us on YouTube, Sideline Talk _SLT, Instagram at the Sideline Talk, and our Facebook group, hashtag Sideline Talk, and on Twitch, Sideline Talk. Let's get right into it. The last time Coach was in the building, he had a rant. And in that rant, he was discussing very passionately and accurately about the Baltimore Orioles and the fans' excitement. Now, since that time, the Orioles are on a current 8-game win streak. And if I'm not mistaken, they were a game out of the wild card spot? Right?
A game and a half, I think.
Or half game. So they're showing some promise, and then I think got the number 1 pick in the draft next week, and 8 picks, all that's good stuff, whatever it is. So the floor is yours, T.
Let me just first say this. I never got mad at the excitement.
Mm-hmm.
I was opposed to the optimism. Because to me, they have never shown us anything where they can be consistent since like 2014. They weren't consistent after that. They weren't consistent when it came down to being in the playoffs time and time again. So therefore, that was my gripe. They are too optimistic yet again. And I refuse to get optimistic until I can verify for sure that this team is here and they're here to stay. I don't want no 1-year run again and then we lose in the wild card and oh, we back. No, I need consistency from this franchise. It's been too inconsistent for too long for me to get excited about an 8-game winning streak when we still not even 500 yet. It's not happening. It's not. I just can't do it. Now, moving past the Orioles, my rant today is to the LeBron fans. Listen.
No, not the LeBron fans.
Listen. Over the last 2 weeks on Sideline Talk, it has been a back and forth with LeBron fans and everybody else about, just what Kevin Durant do and all this kind of stuff. We do not hate LeBron James. Can we put that out there and get it put out there and let it stick? We don't hate LeBron James. We hate his fans. We went through this before. I went through this before with Kobe. I don't dislike Kobe. I dislike Kobe fans. And here's why. Because they all have the same mentality. And the mentality is it's impossible to praise anybody else because that must mean that you're downing LeBron. It must mean you're downing Kobe in the past. We're not downing LeBron by saying that Giannis had a great 2 years. We're not downing LeBron by saying Kevin Durant is playing better than him. We just saying currently such and such is happening, and it's just not happening to be doing something with LeBron. LeBron fans, you have brought this on yourself. I love the way the direction that this the group is going. People post stuff out of spite, and I love it. It's happening. I'll even just I'll inbox people stuff to post just to try to get it stirred up. Alan, first of all, can I just say how proud I am of Al, because Al has become the biggest shit stirrer in sideline talk. And it is something beautiful to watch. Al, I'm proud. If you could just lose those Yankees, boy, I'll be super proud of you. But I'm super proud of Al. Again, LeBron fans, we don't hate LeBron. LeBron is an icon. LeBron is maybe the best basketball player I've seen over the last 25 years. He's an icon off the court.
This nigga was blind when Kobe was playing. When Jordan was playing. All right, no.
Here we go. See, it's not a knock against Kobe.
You just said the best player you've seen over the last 25 years.
He is. He's got no scandals. He's got no scandals.
You didn't say he was the cleanest motherfucker you seen. I wouldn't have an issue with that. All right, cool.
He got no scandals. That's all I'm gonna say. Colorado. I rest my
case. Got nothing to do with his ball game.
Kobe. But look, all I'm gonna say is this: we're not knocking LeBron, but continue in the group because it's very entertaining. Though I like it. Soon as anything to stir up the LeBron pot, and then his LeBron lovers just come out of nowhere. No, niggas weren't saying that when this. I love it. We got to keep it going. It's great. Ran over.
I don't agree with the rant.
Huh?
I don't agree with the rant.
Well, you the main one, and you ain't even a LeBron fan.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
If somebody posts anything about Kevin Durant, it's hate. Anything about Kevin Durant. This is what I picture Al when somebody mentioned Kevin Durant. I picture Al like this. Then as soon as somebody mentioned Kevin Durant, he like, and he gets such a squared away to go in on Kevin Durant. It's like the bee's knees to him, bro. Leave Durant alone.
I ain't got an issue with KD.
I don't even like. First of all, I like KD, but I don't even like defending KD. But I have to defend KD because people hate on him so much.
Who hates on KD?
Everybody.
Nobody hates on KD.
Everybody.
He just can't
hate on him. They hate on his auto counts. They hate on everything.
Hate on his hairstyle.
I mean, well,
that's not hate. That's just a desperate.
What a hairstyle. That's just not a hairstyle.
Help this nigga, please.
It's a cry for help.
Right. Blend that bitch in.
That's a hairstyle.
What?
Kevin Durant.
All the small businesses that black people would have, you can't invest in one of them to grease that motherfucker down.
Like I catch myself at time while highlights going trying to count how many B's in Kevin Durant head. Like Kevin Durant got like 45 B's, like right here, bro. He got a brush or something.
A cruddy. Like a cruddy is a hairstyle. All right, cool. That shit you gotta grow your hair a little bit more for that shit to be cruddy. It's just not.
You can tell his lineage, like from Africa, is like real strong because them bees they tight up.
He's stronger than Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
Zimbabwe is strong with that nigga.
The water beads off that motherfucker and shit, and just go through the cracks. Like Noah, like man, shit is just fucking like.
It's definitely strong.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
He ain't got to go to Ancestry.com.
He just nigga, you Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
He just got to match up pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
That is strong West North Africa.
You ever see a nigga has that's like so African that you think his shape up won't line up crispy and shit because his hair is stronger than the Clippers? Like that's how the shit look.
You know how bad it is when you get a shape up and niggas can't tell you got a shape up?
Like that shit was done by the butter knife and shit?
Yeah. That's
that nigga, I see him hit the razor and it ain't no razor right there. Like
go back. How niggas give you a shape up and they don't comb your hair? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, they don't care about him, bro.
Right.
They don't care about him. Nobody in this corner.
Yeah, I feel bad for Nathaniel. I know nothing never come out of his head.
Nobody dislikes KD. KD is a hell of a ball player.
Where's his mama at? Somebody got to brush it or something.
He kicked his mama out once he got that first championship. You didn't see you Wanda in a minute.
Well, she's still one of the head dudes from the '90s and shit. So it ain't.
Wow,
Not
not,
a single way
not going in on his mom too. Wow.
I mean, it's evident. That's why he keep having the same hairstyle. I understand that. It's
Wanda dude got keep them finger waves popping though.
Wow.
Early
Wow.
Missy
You know what?
Elliott vibes.
All
I
right.
refuse to mention Wanda. Bless you, Miss Wanda.
That has to be the
You the real
blackest,
MVP.
blackest East Coast name that you ever know for a female. Is Wanda.
The name Wanda was on Holiday Heart. Y'all remember Wanda on Holiday Heart?
Exactly.
All right. Rant over, my bad.
But yeah, best player you've seen in the last 25 years. Like I said, unless your eyes was closed when Kobe was playing, that's full on cap, sir.
Wow. It's just me.
That's full on cap.
It just seemed like you just a hater a little bit though.
That's full on cap.
Just it seemed like it's a hate a little bit.
That man ain't nowhere near the defender Kobe Bean was.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know
What else though?
that.
Ain't nowhere near the scorer that Kobe Bean was. Nowhere near
Come on. Oh, come on.
most difficult shot
Don't
maker
make
in the
me
history of
don't
the
make
league.
me defend LeBron on here, please.
Most clutch player in the history of the league besides Mike.
See, now that's the
No.
issue. That's another issue right there.
Now,
Why you can't defend LeBron?
No, I'm just saying I don't want to defend LeBron because LeBron fans make me not want to defend LeBron. That goes back to the point of the rant.
Okay.
Like it automatically puts me on the opposite side of LeBron fans because they want to defend him when you don't need to be defended.
He don't need to be defended, right? He don't need to be.
The resume is
And
there.
guess what? Neither
The
does
record is
Kobe.
impeccable.
Neither does
He's a
Kobe.
great
Let him rest in
team.
peace. You will not let Kobe rest in peace. Hashtag keep Kobe relevant is coming back from 2016 and 2017.
He's always relevant though.
But
You gonna keep relevant.
what's the line from Sandlot? Legends never die.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe always gonna be relevant. But I like the direction we going about, having to be defended and not having to be defended. I like that because that's a good transition. Nick Wright posted his top 50 NBA players of the last 50 years. And although you say people don't need to be defended, something about this list isn't sitting well with me. I throw it up there for everybody to see. So the top three is blank, and we all know or assume the top three are Bron, MJ, and Kareem. In some
I would venture to
capacity.
say that's the order.
That's something in that order, whatever. But this list just don't sit right with me.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna bring it up, man. The biggest snub here to me is having Carmelo at 49.
That's the biggest snub.
And
To me, Carmelo barely made it in this list. How?
Bernard King is at 50 if it's cut off. Yeah, it's cut off. So Bernard King is 50.
And 25 is
James Harden.
I'm gonna let Al go. Al seemed like he really, really disturbed by a lot that's going on here.
all right. So let's, like you said, Carmelo Anthony is way too low. That's fair. I would put Melo top 30-ish. But let's take a look at 45 and 44. Ain't no way.
James
No
Worthy
way.
and Sidney Moncrief.
Ain't no way you said it's over James. Big game James. Ain't no way. 3-time
Al.
champion. Finals MVP. Ain't no way in hell. Sorry, Sid.
Al.
Fall back.
So, okay, you said, accolades. Team accolades, he's better. That's what you're saying.
I think it's a better player.
The cocaine
Big
might
game
be
James
further
is
where
better
you at,
than-
too.
That's it. I don't see Alex English, who I think will be in that top 50, if I'm not mistaken. the most points of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Paul Pierce, and I'm venturing to say that Paul Pierce should be in that 50 if I'm not mistaken.
Very much so.
Who's coming out for Paul Pierce?
I would. Oh, how many you want?
I mean,
Bill Walton for sure. Absolutely, Bill Walton. God bless you and yours. Get out.
Yeah.
I take Bill Walton out for Paul Pierce. I take Anthony Davis out the mix for Paul Pierce.
Thank you.
First of all, I don't think Luka needs to be on this list.
Luka is definitely not
It's-
top 20.
it's-
I didn't even
it's-
get over to that side of the legend.
it's
I'm
too
a Mavericks
early.
fan. I'm a Mavericks fan, and Luka does not need to be on this list. I'm sorry.
It's too early for Luka.
Way too early.
It's too early. But that's why I wonder if it's, and that's kind of like flaw in the list for me, because if we're talking about pure talent, then I can advocate for Luka. But you can also advocate for a lot of people that's not on the list. Like,
Not a
Why
top
else-
50 yet.
I didn't see Tracy McGrady name on
How
this
about
list.
Sam McGrady not on this list? That's
That's
if we're going on
insane.
talent. If we're going on talent alone,
Mhm.
I don't see no McGrady. Even like
No Matt on there.
McGrady belongs on this list. I don't give a damn what nobody said.
No Webb on there.
No Chris Webber. And
No,
it's like
but no, for me, for 20, top 50 already, no MVPs, 3 All-Stars, 3 All-Pros, cool. But 3? And that's over CP3? Nah.
I mean, he's on pace to being great, but that to me,
Right,
on pace
on
don't
pace.
mean nothing. That don't mean nothing to me.
no, because we seen that pace get derailed.
Correct.
Because with guys like Penny, guys like Grant Hill,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Roy, like pace don't mean nothing. Like
So should Grant Hill be on this list?
I would say no.
nah,
Not over
because
anybody that we mentioned that was off the list, but
Nah.
Grant Hill at his absolute prime performance will probably be on there.
No
Same
Reggie
thing for me
Miller?
with Penny.
Damn, Reggie Miller not on this list. That's crazy to me. So no Reggie.
Reggie Miller's a better. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Well, who are you taking off for?
I'm sorry. James Harden is high for that for me. I'm sorry.
So James should be way lower. You saying?
Yeah, I wanted to take him.
But
off
he on the list. But you have James on the list?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Besides that one MVP, I don't think he's better than Melo or anything else.
See, that's
Both of them can't play defense to save their life. James is probably a better shooter with Melo's being a better scorer.
what? Okay, I get what you're saying.
Melo can score
Yes.
from anywhere on that court.
So can James.
James ain't taking you in the post.
So can James.
James is really okay. We might have a post game.
So can James, but it's just James. James mastered the game by manipulating the refs, similar to how Reggie did in the 90s.
All right.
James just knew how to master it, manipulate him in another way,
And
took
Dwayne
advantage
Wade.
of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was beautiful. Like he already had all the talent in the world. It's like, bruh, now you already nice, and now you playing with the referee mentality. Like, come on, bro, you out here cheating.
Well, I feel the same way about Dwayne Wade. I feel like Dwayne Wade manipulated referees as well. Like
He manipulated a lot of shit in life.
You know
but
what?
we
You know,
will let that shit go.
He spoken like a true Mavericks fan, Taywan.
I'm just saying that. You remember? Everybody remember.
Oh man! But you want to hear something crazy though about Dwayne Wade? I think
Tell the truth.
there's only 2 shooting guards in the history of the NBA better than Dwayne Wade.
That is the truth.
I don't think nobody else is better.
Absolutely truthfully.
And I also believe Klay Thompson isn't better than Ray Allen. That people like to throw that out there, like, man, he ain't on Ray Allen level.
That was an interesting debate.
No way, he's not on his level. at all.
How y'all feel about Ray Allen not being on here?
I don't like it. But at the same time, it says 50 years. So you gotta respect 50 years. So what's that? The
72.
60s?
72.
72?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, yeah, yeah. So
Ray Allen.
because we could be biased and take a lot of these older players out. Not a lot of them, but
Let me put it this way, because I wanted to pause on that Klay Thompson versus Ray Allen. Is Klay Thompson a better defender than Ray Allen?
what they got to do anything?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
So how much better of a shooter is Ray Allen than Klay Thompson?
You gotta look at Ray Allen's
Ray Allen-
overall
I think
game.
you missing it. Ray Allen's overall game is a lot more polished than Klay. Klay's a shooter and a defender.
Mhm.
He's a 3-and-D player.
Right.
Ray Allen is an absolute bucket and leader of the team.
Okay.
That's why I said, like, I think it was in the chat where I said Bradley Beal is better than Klay Thompson. Like, I don't think right now shooting guard is better than Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Post injury or even pre-injury, because
Either way, he not
Prime
better
for
than
prime,
Bradley
don't
Beal.
matter.
No, it don't matter.
no, Clay was taking people off the dribble and stuff like that, attacking the basket too. Not
Yeah.
as consistent as Beal, but
Right.
but
It wasn't
Beal don't
night in,
shoot
night
as
out.
consistent as Clay though. So it's like,
And that's why I separate even with Klay and like Reggie. Reggie is like one of the greatest shooters, but Reggie had to carry the squad.
correct.
And it's like, bruh.
Like Reggie
That's-
played
that's-
with Dale
that's
Davis and
impressive.
Rick Mitts.
Still wasn't
Yes.
better than his sister, but yeah, he carried the squad.
Yeah, that's super impressive.
That's definitely impressive. Dale Davis, Rick Smits. I can't even. Who else was on that?
Mark Jackson.
What's his name? Tisdale.
Wayman, that was
Jamal
early.
Tinsley.
That was early. Wayman Tisdale was early.
I think you're talking about Jamal Tinsley, right?
Tinsley. That's what I
Jamal
meant.
Tinsley, that was
Tinsley.
leader. Yeah. Travis
I mean-
Best,
Mm-hmm.
Derek McKee. These names nobody remember. Haywood Workman.
Bruh. That's who Ray had to carry. I mean, that's who Reggie had to carry, bro. Like
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then,
he had Jalen.
crazy.
but no, that's what I'm about to say. His best years, well, when he got to the finals, he had Jalen, Rick
Jalen and
Smith,
Rick.
and Mark Jackson. Came back
Mhm.
for that last run.
I mean, they caught the L, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's like,
He petty, yo. He petty.
They caught the L. Did they lose or did they not? I mean,
And niggas ain't never had a chance, but you ain't had to rub it in and shit.
all right. So for the guys that's on
they
the
had a
list,
chance. They, Big Shaq fouled out. Niggas had the chance. They about to take over. Like, nah, not just yet.
all right. Who else? Oh, let me pull that back.
Keep that nigga relevant.
Let's pause before I say it. Stop myself. Thank you, Lord. All right. Look at the list again. Which player is too low on the list? Other than we said Luka is too high, and we said Melo too low.
No,
If we keeping it right there, KG.
I'm surprised that y'all ain't mentioned it. To me, it's obvious.
I was gonna say Iverson and Dwight
Exactly.
Howard. And Dwight Howard.
AI
KG.
is way too low. If Iverson not top 10 or top 15, something wrong.
He top 15, no?
Iverson?
Yes.
Have you seen Iverson play?
Yeah, I've seen him play.
No,
Have you
didn't.
been? I will mention this. Have you been to an NBA game in the last 50 years?
Yeah. I went to a AI versus the Wizards game, actually.
I got a
AI
better
played.
question for you, Herb. Who you taking out in the top 15 right now?
For Iverson?
For Iverson.
Okay, let's go. Let's take.
I'm looking at
Isaiah
Zeke, and I'm
Thomas
like, am I
out.
taking Zeke out for
Put the
AI?
list back up.
I'll take. Oh yeah, my bad. For AI in the last 50 years, so I look at talent, I look at impact, his pause. I don't even want to say it. His stature. I'll say it that way. Thank you, Lord. Give me better words. I take Giannis out. I take Zeke out. I put him over Moses. I put him over Dr. J.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Because I don't give it because I get it. I get the rings and all that. Yeah, they won championships. So
You said impact.
We ain't see the top 50 successful.
You said impact, and then you said Dr. J.
In the
AI
last
has
50
more impact
years.
on hip hop culture than NBA culture. If we want to be 100% honest,
No.
Dr. J influenced the ABA.
You
Carried
missed it.
the ABA. Then when he
Okay,
finished with that, carried the NBA. The hell you mean
Okay.
impact and put him over Dr. J? No,
You said he did what to the NBA? Say it again.
he carried the NBA.
He carried. Okay, so he carried the NBA, and they still was having televised games in the most important game. How much carrying did he do?
He did enough of it.
If you
Hell,
still
Will did, and
you ain't carrying that much if they still tape delaying games. You ain't carrying it that much.
okay, so Wilt didn't carry the league, is what you're saying.
Cool, that's fine. When you look at Allen Iverson, who was before Allen Iverson, there weren't any small guards to win MVP. Before Allen Iverson, there wasn't teams that truly felt as though they can get to the title on a small guard outside of maybe Zeke, and Zeke had a whole bunch of megastars with him. Mark Aguirre was a superstar in the 80s. He had an all-star team with him. Dennis Rodman
He had the same exact thing that AI had, a defensive player of the year. He had a defensive player of the year. That's what he had.
Al,
What are we talking about?
Al, do you know who Adrian Dantley is?
Yes, AD is a bucket.
Do you know who Mark Aguirre is?
Aguirre is a bucket.
Do you know?
They not on that 50
Do
list.
you know who Vinnie Johnson is?
Microwave, yeah.
All right, I gave him 3 names. What did he do? He said a bucket, a problem, and a microwave, right? And a defender in Rodman.
Right.
Dikembe Mutombo. Aaron McKee. Eric Snow.
From Game of Thrones.
Tyrone Hill.
Not Tyrone Hill.
Kevin Ollie. You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? He has nothing else to say. But not only, wait. Not only that, AI is physically smaller than Zeke. It's insane how small.
He might be stronger than Zeke, though.
I don't know. No. I don't know. I don't know about that. We don't know because you can't measure heart. But Allen Iverson made it look easy for the tiny guards.
I see his heart. I say he's stronger. I see enough about his heart.
I'm saying physically, I don't know if he's stronger or not. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, he made it easier. He made it, like, acceptable for smaller guards to live in the paint and dominate.
Like you said,
he changed the dress code. He changed the dress code of the NBA.
Can we name names real quick? Since you were naming names that you forgot to leave off, you left off for AI. Camby, defensive player of the year. Kenya Martin, Melo, Billups, a Finals MVP.
Did you wait? Did you go? You went to AI when he joined. It was the second fiddle team. That's what you bring up. I brought up Zeke in his prime when Zeke was the man. I ain't bring up AI when he wasn't the man or Zeke wasn't the man. Obviously AI played longer. I'm just saying, talent for talent, I'm taking AI over.
When AI had the talent, he couldn't do nothing with it. When Zeke had a little bit of talent, he won. He was frying Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Magic in the same playoffs.
He didn't do it by himself,
do anything. AI was frying David Wesley and then getting lost in the second round. Like, what are we doing? And I love AI. AI was like my second favorite player in the league at the time.
I think you looking at team success, and we talking about individual player rankings. How does that add up? That's what I don't understand.
You said you was naming his team,
right? Because I was following your lead. Because that's when you jumped out the gate. You said this, and this. I'm like, individually, I'm taking AI.
He's not better than Zeke. To me, I wouldn't put it better than Zeke.
It's insane, unguardable.
Al, I like that argument you just made. You say he beat MJ and them team, he beat Magic team, and he beat Larry Bird. Right?
But don't say he. Because it's more than just he.
Was he the leader on that team?
No. Let him tell it no.
Zeke wasn't the leader of that team?
He was the goon. He was one of the goons. Let them tell it. Watch the Bad Boys. Watch
The
the 30
goal
for
was
30.
Rick Mahorn and Berlin Beer. Now, I know you ain't trying to say them niggas is
No,
talented.
the whole team was goons. They was one unit. That's the point I'm making. Both Detroit teams that won championships based themselves on being one unit. And that's why it worked. They said it themselves. I ain't just jumping out there. They said that. They don't win without, matter of fact, and they even had a better team with Adrian Dantley, and they lost. But they traded Dantley for Aguirre, and they win.
Right.
But because they had the better team. It wasn't about Zeke. They had the better team. Better teams win basketball. That's how that worked.
Okay.
It's not like football where a quarterback can just dominate. The better quarterback wins down the stretch. Nah, better teams win. Dallas wasn't the better team when they beat Miami. I'm sorry. They wasn't the more talented team. They was the better team.
There was more. They had more chemistry. Yeah, they had more leaders.
They were the better team. It's not even about more leaders. They were just a better team. Team mattered. We can't just say
They had more chemistry that year.
We can't do individual rankings and say, "Oh, because you ain't win, you shouldn't be higher than him." Like, no, get out of here.
What is the individual playing for then?
Who knows? I mean, you playing for your legacy. Your legacy is greater than rings.
Then what is okay?
Is it?
Yes.
I disagree.
Who's the better player? Kevin Durant or Steph Curry?
Overall,
Yes.
Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
That's just because he's a better player.
Exactly. But his legacy means more than rings. He's the better player.
What you mean his legacy means more than rings? He got rings though.
No, what I'm saying is you could be Hall of Fame great, one of the greatest ever, if you don't have no rings. Charles Barkley
played to win the game.
Right. But if not everybody wins. Not everybody. It's not. The title isn't a participation trophy.
Right. That's why they suck.
You gotta go get it.
Win.
I get it, but Charles Barkley is a greater player. His legacy is better than Robert Horry, who has 6 of them. That's what I'm saying. Your legacy means more than rings.
Yeah, but when you think of that Spurs team, anybody thinking about goddamn Robert Horry? Like,
no. And that's why Manu Ginobili is better than Robert Horry, because your legacy means more than rings. Tony Parker is better than Robert Horry.
Okay, Robert Horry don't get into the rings conversation. Why? Because he wasn't a player that was playing for a legacy. He just happened to be in the right spot. Just like Judd Bush don't get in the rings.
What you mean he wasn't playing for a legacy?
No one. I don't care how many rings. Robert Horry could come back and get 3 rings with the Warriors right now. He's not going to get in the Hall of Fame.
No. What you mean by legacy? Like, you're not playing for your legacy.
I'm saying his legacy is not based on his rings, is what I'm saying. Like, he's not building that rings don't add to his legacy. He's not going to get in the Hall of Fame. He can have 4 more rings. He's not going to get in there.
No, I think you're mixing up. I think you're trying to combine legacy and Hall of Fame together. Your legacy is what you do in your last name. No matter what Robert Horry has done, his last name rings bells. The kid from Alabama, who was a high flyer in college, one of Alabama's greatest players. He got, 6-7 rings? Played 10 plus years in his career, made a whole bunch of money. That's his legacy.
Okay.
His legacy isn't equal to Michael Jordan's, who was the greatest ever, arguably. But that's still his legacy.
That's not a fair comparison. Saying Robert Horry and somebody else great.
That's why I said Manu Ginobili. Take Robert Horry and Reggie Miller, who has no ring. I'm sorry, don't even go Hall of Fame. Bernard King. Damn, he's a Hall of Famer. But he has no rings. But you won't put Bernard King in a conversation as top 10 greatest. But that's his legacy. During his time, he did what he could, and he made a name for himself. That's his legacy.
Do you forget that there's 2 sides of playing basketball?
It's more than 2 sides.
Because you keep saying these guys, that's a bucket. You have yet to
Robert Horry is a bucket.
You have yet to equate what Zeke does on the defensive side as well.
AI was how many all defenses AI has?
AI was not no goddamn defender.
Just check the resume, Al. Just check the resume. He was a steal leader every year. He was a steals leader.
Because he was fast enough to get in passing lanes. Ain't no damn defender.
Oh my gosh! So who 6 foot Zeke is defending?
Ain't no damn defender.
Johnny had to look. He pulled that phone out quick.
Right.
Damn defender.
Yo,
I want to say he probably wasn't all defensive.
John,
like
John,
who say he never had it?
who is you mean to tell me they put Zeke on Michael Jordan and said, yeah, Michael Jordan locked up?
Yeah. He was never all defensive, ever. AI was never all defensive.
I said steals leader. He led the league in steals.
Get the phone back out, Al.
Three times. Cool. All right. 3 in 15 fucking years. Cool.
You don't talk about Zeke like
Magic did it 3 times.
Zeke a defender. Man, don't stop. How many people laugh when Zeke come up
defender than AI?
Stop, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. But to be honest,
goes to Al won't let the niggas in the 80s and 90s go. They stamp where they stamped at, and that's it.
But it's AI. Is AI not in the 90s?
Not your 90s.
90s and 2000s.
AI's in the 90s. Like I said, he has a bigger impact on hip hop culture than NBA culture. Cool.
But that was the whole brought
that's
the whole culture into the NBA. Dr. J didn't have little white kids walking around talking about want to be like them.
Everybody wanted to be like Dr. J. Why do you think white people had afros in the 70s?
No.
They was having afros in the 70s because they was fucking trying to be hippies and smoking weed all the damn time. Black people.
Al,
Nobody nothing about Dr. J.
Al, you know in basketball there's a such thing as an AI cut. Did you know that?
Heard of that? What is that?
You never heard of AI cut?
Mm-mm.
You notice how AI was still on the baseline and he'd come up as if he about to set a pick and then sprint like right below the like right in between the 3-point line and the free throw line.
Okay.
Like he had to like drift off and get the ball right there and shoot it. That's an AI cut. It wasn't done before AI.
Okay.
That's just a simple basketball thing.
Okay, I've never heard of it. Cool.
Like that, the clothes, the look, the money, the fact that small guys winning MVPs, as great as Zeke was.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody marketed as the next AI. I've heard Michael Jordan marketed as the next Dr. J.
You never heard nobody? Wait. Okay.
I said I've never heard him marketed as the next AI. I've heard Jordan
He's one of a
marketed
kind.
as the next Dr. J.
Al, you asking about marketing? White people ain't gonna market the white man, the black dude who's content in his ways. AI made it cool to be himself. Dr. J was safe as possible. Think about it. Think about when AI was at his height. Everything AI did was controversial, allegedly.
All right.
Oh, he got tattoos. He shouldn't be your hero. What?
He got braids.
He got braids. That's the thug life.
He was fucking the brat
Nah,
before
I'm
she
him.
went gay.
Right. Like, come on, man.
What's
Of
the
course
first
you're not gonna
brat
market that.
Yeah.
He smashed Brad Tat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was his wife for a minute.
My dad smash Brad Tat with that fat. You heard?
Somebody
And this
said
nigga
Dirk
was in
on the list, but I ain't gonna mess with that. Said Dirk was way too high on the list, but that's
Whoa. Who's saying that? I was waiting for this. This is why I pulled. I held on to what Al said about who he defeated in one playoff run for the championship. He said, Zeke defeated
one goddamn
and he defeated somebody else. I forgot who else you said. Magic and them. Well, Dirk defeated. He defeated Prime Kobe. Swept Prime Kobe. Right? Beat 3 Hall of Famers. Westbrook. KD and Harden. Then when you thought it was over, he went down to Miami and beat the 3rd best shooting guard ever. Beat the 2nd best power forward, arguably the 1st best power forward ever. And then he beat one of the top.
Who said Bosh was the best power forward ever? Hold up, you reaching out.
I meant small forward. My bad. And then he beat arguably the best power forward at the time in the league too. So that's what he did. So I don't want to hear Dirk should be down on this list. I've been waiting for this. I knew this was coming. That's why Al couldn't wait for you to say what you said when you said it.
That's fine.
John,
That's fine. He did that for one ring.
Al.
And
John,
guess what?
Hey,
He
I
deserves
ain't
long
gonna say
enough.
nothing. I'm just asking John and Al. Make sure is Dirk a better player than Charles Barkley?
Yes. Yes. He's a leader. He led his team. Did Barkley lead his team to a win, or did Barkley lose? I'm just trying to figure out.
Barkley lost.
That he lost.
He lost to the man. He lost to the
Exactly.
man that was stopping everybody.
right.
Kevin
I
Durant,
got a question. I got a question.
did Kevin Garnett have to go and team up with other players? The great Ray Allen,
He probably would have
the
more rings than
great
one.
Paul Pierce, who's missing from this list. Rajon Rondo, arguably one of the best point guards in the game at the time when this happened. Did he have to go team up with them? Yes, he did. Did Karl Malone win or did Karl Malone lose?
Karl Malone lost twice.
Man,
He
Karl
got-
Malone
he-
stayed where the hell he at.
You goddamn, he lost. You're right, he lost. And he got an illegitimate son somewhere that he didn't take care of. That's points against Karl Malone.
He got
And wasn't the chick
everything.
like
He got a
13?
son and daughter.
Wasn't she
Shut up,
13
shut
when
up.
he did
All
that?
right.
And he R. Kelly though.
Yeah, he did.
Which
all
yeah.
that.
against Karl. Calls off.
Yeah.
I rest my
But
case.
Dirk,
If
Dirk
you
had
go back
one
to that,
championship run. That was
but
cool.
if you go back to that list, I would just I could swap Giannis and put Dirk because Dirk retired. He had his career. You don't know what's
Sure.
going to happen to Giannis. Giannis could fuck
Sure.
around and fuck his knee up or anything. Like
And that be
And
it.
Giannis is
That'd be
already better than Dirk. What the fuck?
What?
no.
What?
Let's move on to the list. Let's get to another list. Let's get to
Oh
another
my
list.
Back MVP.
Let's get to another
Defensive
list.
player of the year.
Let's get to another list.
Champion.
Let's move to another list.
Finals MVP.
We
What does Dirk have that Giannis don't already?
Oh,
All right, so y'all know how people love to say that when they bring up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they don't talk about how great he was on the court. They say he invented one of the most unblockable shots in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So did Dirk. You can't block that leg up from the post. I don't care if you 5'4", you do it. You can't block it.
Okay.
That's an
They
unblockable
can
shot.
still do it. They can still do it.
Everybody does it.
Still
So
do it.
Dirk is a better defender than Giannis.
No.
No.
Dirk is a better rebounder than Giannis.
Yes. But moving on. We gotta rest my case.
Yo, Al do this shit. Al do this shit when he wanna win an argument. He start acting like little neon side dishes and shit that niggas don't even give a fuck
Ain't no
about.
side
Like, we
dishes.
don't give a
Man was
fuck
an
about
MVP
potato
defensive
salad,
player of the year in the
coleslaw
same
right
game.
now. We
John,
asked
you right.
who will get a bucket, who had a better overall game. It was Dirk for a whole career.
You right, John. You
Giannis
gonna
not done yet, so
Yeah,
Giannis
yeah,
shouldn't be
something
a
real
hero.
crazy.
Only thing he does better
I'm
than
not
Giannis.
saying that Giannis is not going to be where he should be at in the list. I'm saying right now, if you look at the list from somebody who finished their career and somebody who's still working on their career, that don't add up.
Right, and right now, while he's working on it, he's already done what Dirk has done. And
No.
passed it.
He's been to one championship.
So has Dirk.
Dirk got the two.
He's been to
Dirk-
two. He's been to
Dirk got
two.
two.
He's won.
Wait, he got
And
two.
Dirk would have won the other championship if them referees wasn't cheating for Dwayne Wade. And to your point, John, Al gonna come up with some crazy criteria next. He gonna ask the Dirk to fried chicken or something,
But
right? And then it's gonna be no. And then Al.
Dirk
But
is not
John,
a ball
at the same
handler.
time, though, it's still kind of unfair to say because one player's career is over, the one that's still going can't be in front of him.
But that's you
It's
basing
just
it
certain
off
guys. It's like they did a lot.
But no, I'm looking at it as you basing it off of talent and what they did in that immediate moment. Like I'm looking
Right.
at a longevity from a list. I can't look at the top five and be like, okay, they did their career, they good and they're done. You ain't got nobody playing in that top five right now. Why?
Right.
Because their longevity in that game, they Hall of Fame.
LeBron
I'm not doing that with
in most
Giannis.
people top five.
I'm a Giannis fan. And I'm not
Has Giannis ever led the league in scoring?
Yeah, I think so.
What year?
I think. In fact, no.
Oh, look, no, he's going to the
no, I
phone.
take it back. I take it back because James Harden probably did it when Giannis won the MVP.
Dirk did it.
That's
Look that up,
impressive.
Al.
That's impressive. What year was it? What year? Around what time?
I think it was maybe we won in 12, right? So
11.
maybe we won maybe 10, maybe 09, 1 or 2.
Dirk ain't got no damn scoring titles.
He got a scoring title.
Dirk do not have no damn scoring title, yo.
You can lead the league. Wait, you can lead the league in scoring, but not have a scoring title. Because Matt got a couple scoring titles and then a couple ones he missed and he still led the league in scoring.
Siri.
Well, what are we saying as far as leading the league in scoring?
I mean, if Dirk ever led the league in scoring, that's impressive. With Matt,
I'm looking at his
AI,
points right
Kobe,
now. It has never been.
Shaq.
He's never had the most points. Never had the most rebounds. Never had the most blocks. What he did have.
What are you looking at?
What he did have. He played the most.
You just made that website up. What are you looking at?
I'm on his page. I'm on this wiki. We could go to NBA to Basketball Reference. I'm on this wiki right now. Pause. That just sounded weird. I know.
It sounds super
Yeah,
weird.
That was super weird.
What
I'm
are
on his
you doing?
Wikipedia page right now. He's never led the league in scoring, yo.
I think that's a lie.
Look, I find that. Look. I'm a Dirk fan. I find that hard to believe. Let the league in scoring.
He's
Moving
never-
on. Yeah, moving on.
All
His
right.
highest
Let's
was
move
26.
on.
Hold on.
Stop it.
His highest was 26, right?
Stop it. Stop it. Kyrie.
Goddamn, I'm making my point. Goddamn it. Okay. His highest was 26. Giannis had 29.9. Are you kidding me? He's not a better scorer than Giannis, and Giannis can't shoot worth a damn.
Whoa.
I ain't gotta say
He's
no.
definitely a better scorer than
Now
that.
you went too
He's a
far.
better shooter. He's
I
not a
ain't
better
gotta
scorer.
say
He's a
no
better
more.
shooter.
You
He's
went
a
too
better
far
scorer
with
than
that
Giannis.
one. You went
He's
too
definitely a
far.
better scorer than Giannis. Stop it.
You went
Stop
too
it.
far.
29 points
Good.
something with no jumper.
Al, because when you try to separate the two, shooter and scorer, I look at it as somebody who can score from all three levels at a consistent rate.
Okay. Let me change that.
That's how I look at scoring.
I mean, Dirk ain't gonna give you buckets in the paint, but all right.
What?
What we see the move. Everybody does the move. That's
From
in
the
the paint.
3-point line?
No.
What?
That's from the block.
The leg up from the block?
That's from the block. Stop it.
That's why he had the 3 anal beads with his trophy.
Oh my gosh, bro.
The 3 anal beads was representing
Wow.
the
Wow.
Dude, man, stop it.
Stay
All
high. Yeah, say
I told you. that
Dirk was a better
Curry
scorer. Dirk was a better
yeah,
scorer. He
yeah,
just never
yeah.
averaged as many points as Giannis has. Let me put it that way.
Giannis just be running over niggas and getting foul calls. It's easy to get that when you shooting 20-point free throws a game. Let's just keep it a
He
buck.
can't shoot. What you mean? He
He's
can't shoot.
shooting 20 free throws a game.
He can't shoot though.
All right. Shop it and stop it. Kyrie will reunite with LeBron before KD reunites with Curry.
Kyrie
Shop it and stop it.
will reunite with LeBron. I'm hoping. Because Lord have mercy. If KD happen to go over to this team with Kyrie and they don't get rid of their pieces,
They got to get rid of that piece. What you mean?
Poole got to go for sure.
Wiseman gone. Poole gone. Kuminga gone.
Mhm.
That's 3 young guys there.
Yeah,
They they got to go at
They
least.
gonna
Them
focus
3.
the future for that. Then
Huh?
I don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't
First,
think the Warriors are going to move that though.
yeah,
For KD.
not when you
I
got.
don't think anybody. I think with what the trade was for. What's the Frenchman?
Rudy.
What the Nets are asking for, I don't think anybody's going to dig. So they're going to have to either lower their asking price, or KD is just going to have to play for 4 years.
Or they take care of make amends with Kyrie. And then KD and Kyrie still play together in Brooklyn.
All right.
That's the other option that they bluffing on. Take care of Kyrie, let's go away.
I'm a shop Kyrie probably reuniting with LeBron before KD goes back with Kyrie, just because I don't think the Warriors organization is willing to do it. I think Draymond don't have the say that he used to have in that locker room because Draymond older now, and I think that they see a future without Draymond Green. So I'm gonna say that little rift they had is probably not going to come into play when there's. I think it's all about, like y'all said, the pieces that need to be moved in order to bring in KD. I just don't think it's going to happen. First of all, both of the moves to me is sucker moves. Like
Sucker.
you can't. Al, you sitting here hoping for that move, but you killed LeBron. I mean, you killed KD for moving to the Golden State Warriors when he first did it. Like that's the same move. Like in my opinion,
No, it was not. Golden State was 73-9.
it don't matter.
Lost.
The Lakers
It
are 2
didn't
years from
matter.
a
They
championship.
still lost and needed to get better.
They 2 years from a championship. The Lakers
They
are.
were 73-9 when KD went there. They were already in the finals when KD went there. The Lakers haven't been to the playoffs.
Al, y'all have
Before the bubble.
LeBron James, arguably the best player in the game. AD, definitely the best at his position. Y'all got Russell Westbrook, one of the best at his position.
Russell is gone. Russell and Kyrie not going to be on the same team. Russell is
And
gone.
you telling me, you want to bring in Kyrie
AD.
Irving?
Kyrie,
Come on.
AD, and
to get rid of
LeBron.
Russ? Yes.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Russell Westbrook on that team besides LA. That's a false
I thought the
statement.
best ability was availability.
Somebody want
Russell's
Russell.
available like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but ain't nobody willing to pay that price.
If the best ability was availability, we getting robbed by getting Kyrie and not Westbrook. Let's go ahead and make that trade. We getting robbed. Westbrook is going to be available. Kyrie is not. Let's make that trade.
All I'm saying is we need some consistency on the moves that's going to take place. Like how we judging moves. Because first of all, for Kyrie wanting to go there, that's a whole move. You done did everything you can to get to Brooklyn and all this kind of stuff, and then now you want to leave and go
That
back and
was
play
free
for LeBron.
agency.
That's a
got
whole
Brooklyn.
move.
You got Brooklyn tip for free agency.
Right,
chose
I was saying, I thought that
That's
was
what I'm
crazy.
saying. But
chose
he
Brooklyn.
talked to KD. Oh, let's go to Brooklyn. Let's win.
Yeah.
And now I'm a whore, and now I want to go and team up with
But-
LeBron again because I couldn't get
So
it done.
Curry and KD,
That's
Curry
the
didn't
whole
talk to
move.
KD?
But I don't think it's about leaving KD. I think it's whatever him and the organization is not seeing eye to eye.
Or him
So,
and
like-
Nance.
Like for example, like if let's just say a particular coach had success at a school, if you will, and was really good there and chose to be there and had success, but didn't see eye to eye with the administrator,
Mm-hmm.
and that coach chose to leave. It
Yeah,
just
I left.
wasn't- Huh?
I left. Yeah, you talking about me?
You know what I'm saying? It's a similar situation.
I get it.
But at the same time, he did chose it. It's like, all right.
Right. I
Like,
get
he
what
was
you're
best player
saying,
at the end of the day.
but it's still a horror move. Like, in my opinion, I want to go back and play with LeBron again. He can say I want to get traded anywhere, but to say I want to go back and play with LeBron
Yeah.
again, that's a horror move.
But I think he only threw that out there is because it's spicy. And yeah, and it's just because of who it is. But in actuality, I really just don't. I really believe they're gonna work it out, and they're gonna be together in Brooklyn. They got to make amends and just make that happen. Because I think they want to be teammates more than they want to be out of that situation, away from the organization. Like the organization can rectify it, come to an agreement, and give Kyrie a long-term deal, and find some type of happy medium. I think it's gonna work out. But to answer the shop and stop it, it's obviously Kyrie for the reasons you mentioned. Golden State isn't an organization that chases championships the way everybody is doing it now. In my opinion, the wrong way. And by trying to get 3 superstars and a bunch of mid-level players. Nah, they want it through the young guys and develop, and they're trying to do the same thing and keep that dynasty rolling. So giving up guys like Kuminga, Wiseman, Poole, and future draft picks for a 34, 35-year-old man who's declining. I mean, not declining to the point where he ain't top 5, top 3, but you can see the decline in his game. Like, that don't make sense.
I see what you're saying. So is Wiggins essentially Andre Iguodala coming in back in the day again?
Well, you can't trade Wiggins.
Andre
You can't trade
did with
Wiggins.
that
He's
one.
Wiggins is on his like he got like I think it's called like a rookie escalator deal.
Right,
So
but
you
what
can't
I'm
say
saying
Wiggins.
is like when they brought in
Big
Iguodala, see, they got me saying
He went down.
Go with Dow.
Iguodala.
when they brought in Iggy, they needed a athletic person that can attack the basket and be aggressive, and that's pretty much what they got with Wiggins when they this time around,
Yeah,
right? To go with the rest of their young pieces.
yeah.
Mhm.
I got a question for John though. John,
I have a question real quick to
Go
go
ahead.
over yours when you finish asking John.
I just want to know what John think about Steve Nash and if it's Steve Nash's fault in Brooklyn.
You said Steve Nash?
Yeah. Do you think Steve Nash is the reason why Kyrie and them really want to leave? And based on what we seen earlier, you posted that video earlier
Cam
when
Thomas.
Cam Thomas really wasn't feeling, what Steve Nash was saying, obviously. So you think that it's a bigger issue than people letting on with Steve Nash?
I think it's an overall big issue. I don't think it's mostly Steve Nash's fault. Truthfully, I think he got a position where he really didn't deserve or need or should have had in the first place. So when you get a position like that and you got a whole bunch of grown men who don't respect you, they're not gonna respect you in that position. So they're gonna feel like the comments that came out what Kyrie said, they're gonna stamp on it. That's gonna trickle down to the other players. That's leadership right there. So the other players feel like he don't know what the fuck he talking about. I'm a baller. He should have put me in the game. Shit like that. And I think it was just him being in a position that he didn't deserve, he didn't need to be in. And I think it was a bigger issue from the head up overall ownership of their future outlook of how the team should be run and how the players felt like how the team should be run.
Okay. All right. So my question I had for you is you said to keep that same energy when it came from, as far as how the players are moving, correct? Or somewhere along those lines, right?
Yeah.
So if Kyrie trying to go to a team that didn't make the playoffs is a horror move, what is KD requesting you to go to the two top seeds of the past year? Is that not a horror move, or is Kevin Durant?
No, that's Kevin Durant taking a whole move. What I'm saying is Kyrie wants to go play with LeBron. He said, I want to go play back with LeBron again because that's what he won before. I got to go back and I got to get with LeBron in order to win. To me, that's a horror move. Like if your whole purpose in leaving initially from LeBron was you wanted to do it by yourself, right? So now what you tucking your tail between your legs and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna come back now because I recognize I was wrong. I realized that and I'm wrong, and I'm coming back to go play with LeBron and them." Come on, man, that's a horror move. So first of all, Kevin Durant only accepting trade offers to the 2 number 1 seeds is saying I want to win just like he did before. And guess what? This happens to be a horror move. Like I just think it does. Like I'm just saying, both of them are in.
All right, so as long as both of them are horror moves, all right, cool.
But that's why I said the fact that these guys have a list, the teams that they mentioned, they really don't want to be traded. Because look, Miami and Phoenix doesn't have the type of assets to make the trade work without giving up Devin Booker. And you can't trade Bam because of his rookie escalator, whatever it's called. Like, it doesn't work. It's like
they got to give up Jimmy.
They just making up, but come on, that ain't going to work. then he turned around and said, I don't want to go to Miami unless Jimmy, Bam, and Kyle Lowry is still there. That's it. They just playing leverage to get Kyrie the long-term deal. That's all it is. They don't want to leave Brooklyn for real.
You can't talking about that.
Huh?
I said he can't be if he talking about that trade. You can't be sure trying to get to Miami.
Right. Like, no, they got to stay. Like, nah, man, you ain't trying to go. Like, stop it.
But LA don't have the pieces to make a move either.
Exactly. And that's why he chose LA. What they going to move? Russell Westbrook and who else?
It's starting to make a little bit more sense. It makes sense.
I mean, you can move Russell Westbrook and
No, bro,
The
he's staying.
29 pick for 2029. We ain't gotta get Bronny.
Not 2029.
And
That's 7 years from now. Jesus.
That's all they got left. They got 27 and 29. That's it.
Damn. The pickings are slim, sir.
Crazy. They ain't going nowhere. Don't pay no mind. All right, John. Look, John. Look at that.
So the fuck, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit ass fucking Trent Williams. You know what?
Hold on, wait.
No. Herb do this shit. I had all my information ready to prove my statement when he's with the Washington Redskins, and I proved my statement that the talent ain't as good as what it is. So of course he's supposed to be top 5 now. So now he wants to just come up randomly with Trent Williams, like the motherfucker. All you see with him, with Trent.
Oh man.
That's what you want me to say.
Top 5.
Who froze up?
He best in the league. You froze
Which
up. At
one?
first, we back.
Nah, I was still talking.
Oh,
Of course it's gonna freeze up. Like, I mean, y'all overhyped that Trent Williams shit when it comes
Trent a
from
beast, yo.
his overall career. I'm not saying he ain't a beast. I'm saying from the overall career, from when he started, when he was in Washington, that nigga was not top 5. That's what I'm saying.
He was doing this. He was doing this. That's
under
low.
niggas. Under
That was too low. That was too low.
top 5 niggas.
That was too low.
Let's keep it 100.
He came in.
He was under a top 5 niggas. He was never
came
top
in.
5 when he was with Washington. That's just it.
His rookie year, he was like top 10. And then it was like, bruh, he killing it.
If he was top 5, even top 3, that nigga would have more than one All-Pro. I mean, let's be serious.
But you know white people high.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a lot of folks that should be all pro that ain't got all pros.
Wait a
Like
minute.
I got a perfect example. But in fact, no, I take that back. No, I let it go.
Wait a minute, because John, how John feel about Trent Williams is how I feel about Quentin Nelson. Hey, John, always.
Racist. And you don't like Notre Dame. You don't like Notre Dame lineman, just like Al. He don't like
Right.
Notre Dame lineman. That's
don't
why y'all
No. Hold on. Time out. I was half right. I said I don't like Mike McGlinchey, and Mike McGlinchey just got replaced by Trent Williams.
He didn't get replaced. He was right tackle. And he got hurt that year. If
He
Mike
got
McGlinchey
moved.
was played in that game, fucking the boy who played quarterback wouldn't have been running for his life as much when he had to play against the Rams.
I agree with Al. I ain't like McGlinchey. And I like
McGlinchey.
Quentin Nelson.
Look,
Y'all can say
y'all go ahead
Quentin Nelson just looked bad for me.
y'all go ahead and ride that Hernandez wave. All y'all kids till the wheels fall off and shit, and then come holler at me when it come to Hall of Fame and my nigga in the Hall of Fame and y'all's not.
All right.
But I like Ronnie, so you can't say I dislike Notre Dame offensive lineman.
I will be honest and say I did not like Ronnie Stanley until like year 3 or 4.
Y'all stupid.
Yo, I was mad about the Ronnie Stanley. Y'all know I was mad about that Ronnie Stanley pick, boy.
But I do think besides Kyle Hamilton, is a whole special. We're gonna reserve. I think Notre Dame players are overrated though.
I like Dalen Hayes too. I like Dalen Hayes. So it's just Notre Dame linemen.
It might just be Notre Dame linemen, offensive linemen, and linebackers.
You know what? Not all of them. Let's 8 positions.
Offensive linemen and linebackers.
I got a question for y'all. What about that?
Is Trent Williams top 10 tackle all time?
Let's list the 10 together then.
JR.
Ogden in there, right?
Y'all get y'all list and then try to squeeze that nigga in because I know he ain't in my top 10. Go ahead. I ain't even gonna fuck with the foolishness. I'm not gonna do it.
Walter Jones.
I know he's not in my top 10, so y'all go ahead.
Ogden,
Try to
Walter
bait that nigga
Jones,
in.
Willie Rose,
Pace,
Orlando Pace,
Tony Baselli,
Tony Baselli,
Anthony
Munoz.
Okay. Sheesh.
Tyron Smith.
Who?
I put Tyron Smith. We put Tyron in there. Cowboys.
Left tackle.
All right.
Would you? I'm just asking. Would you? I put Tyron. Like Tyron to me. Like
okay.
These
Tyron
niggas is struggling in round 6.
Tyron.
Help us out, John. You the lineman.
Yeah, John, help us out. You got to help us out.
Nah. He gonna be in your top 10 until y'all do your motherfucking research. He in your top 10.
I'm just asking. That's why we asked, man.
Come on, Al, get your phone out. You got your phone out for them basketball stats to discredit my dirt stats real quick. Get that phone out.
Come out of there. Hold on.
I'm trying to think though, man. I'm trying to think of other Oh, you got Staley.
Stanley top 10.
No, Joe Staley. What?
Joe Thomas. You mean
Joe Thomas? Joe Thomas. My bad.
Yes.
Who's Joe Staley?
That's
anyway.
7. He in San Fran.
He was in San Fran. He was with San Fran for so many years. I had respect for him until he made that bitch ass comment about Hubbard.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What did he say about Hubbard? Hold on. I'm ready to agree.
All right, so look,
he said his style of coaching. He said his style of coaching got old quick. I said that means you got used to losing and shit and want to be a loser.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. All right, so Robert put up a list. He's got J.O. Munoz, Walter Jones, Joe Thomas, Willie Roaf, Orlando Pace, Andrew Whitworth, Tyron Smith, Trent Williams, and Art Shell. Tony Lusser mentioned Russell Okung. He probably had Russell Okung somewhere around there. I put Dwayne Brown before Russell Okung.
Russell Okung did fall off kind of low, late though. Late in his career, Russell Okung
I'm
really
saying like old niggas.
John, what you think of Robert's list? That's
cool. Like I
said,
got
Trent in there.
I know that's what I said. It's cool. I just give it to y'all. Like, y'all gonna have that nigga in this list. He don't need to be or deserve to be in this list.
You gotta educate us, man. Like, who's the 10?
I'm trying to think of somebody to replace him with.
I will replace him with Jason Peters.
Jason Peters should be top 10. He could be.
Okay.
That's longevity.
Bruce Matthews is who I know. I see that name. I know. I don't know if I would put him over Trent.
Because I look at Trent Williams. I
see Gary Zimmerman that I know.
Who's it? Trent, Tyron Smith, and even Peters. They're like unicorns in position as far as athletically. Mm-hmm. Like how they move is just freaky. Like, yo, how you moving like you play a different skill position. And still have, the footwork, the power, the presence, like, yeah.
I mean, I'm saying old niggas like old.
I mean, come on, John, tell us a list, man. Give us 10 guys.
Nah, because I have my list, and every time, see, this is what I talk about.
How you ain't prepared for that?
No. Herb do this shit every like 2 or 3 months. I have my list. This shit be on papers. It be in the house somewhere, and it be like I have like the leverage to compare them to. The shit ain't even like nowhere near top 10, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna have it. Then he don't say nothing for like 2 months. Come back, look, man, I gotta do the list all over again. I threw that shit away. That's my fault.
You act like I seen the list. I ain't seen the list. I don't know where your paper's at.
All right, but I think Trent is tap dancing around that 10.
Who?
I think Trent Williams is tap dancing around that 10. But going off of what Robert just put in the chat, I'm definitely removing him for Jason Peters.
I'm not familiar with the first person he said. The list he said. Who he said?
He said J.O.
Jonathan Ogden.
Oh, J.O. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought that was
Anthony Munoz, Jones. Who was Thomas? Oh, Joe Thomas. My bad. Joe Thomas, Willie Roaf, Orlando Pace, Andrew Whitworth, Tyron Smith. Like I said, I'm removing Trent Williams for Jason Peters and then Art Shell.
So he either 10 or 11.
Right now. Is that accurate? It's still active. That's pretty impressive though. So if that's the case, then he's hands down the best in the league right now. If we got him 10 and 11 all the time, he's the best in the league right now.
That's a good question because Tyron Smith's still playing, right?
Mm-hmm. Nah, he retired.
Did he retire?
Did he retire?
No, Smith is still over there, I thought.
Yeah, he's still struggling.
Well, am I thinking of Lyle Collins?
No, Lyle Collins was right tackle. Now he in Cincy.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyron might still be yet holding on.
But see, I can have an honest opinion and be truthful with my statement.
Come on, give
but
us.
it ain't
Come on,
gonna
give
come
it to
from
us.
y'all. Because is he a number one or number two, whoever the fuck you want to say? Yeah. But look at the list. Like, you got young tackles who are still trying to find themselves. Big Ticket can't stay fucking healthy. Armstead, he can't stay healthy even though he got his new deal in Miami and shit. Like, are you really?
The beast.
And
Armstead
look
is
at tell you
then
for example,
Bakhtiari
he don't
is a
even
beast,
believe
too.
in Stanley. A lot of motherfuckers still want Orlando Brown and shit. He getting beat every other fucking play. So like,
I believe in Stanley now. But
look at the list.
I like Stanley. Like I said, I think David Bakhtiari is somebody that's super slept on.
That nigga, all he good for is drinking beer. He ain't doing. He always hurt and he getting beat too. That nigga he ain't even top 10.
Thank you.
I can't even put him in the top 10.
Thank you. Bakhtiari is cool, but it's like I think Rogers helped Bakhtiari out a lot.
Oh, he said dude in GB possibly best at the moment.
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about. David Bakhtiari.
Yeah.
He need to have a consistent year before he get even in the top 10 conversation.
And Bakhtiari be getting cooked, bro. Like, that's just he be getting cooked. He be getting cooked.
Niggas be putting clinics on him and shit.
Like I'm a Joe Thomas fan, but you know, he was really good except against Terrell Suggs. Like, Terrell Suggs just abused Joe Thomas damn near every chance he got.
And Terrell Suggs was really good, except for Andrew Whitworth.
Right. Exactly. All right, Al. All right, let's be honest, Al. Only me and you can answer this. Whose level of hate is higher? Tays for Quentin Nelson or John's for Trent Williams?
It's mine. I can answer that shit for
yes.
It's mine. It's mine. Because at the end of the day, Tay, he would give subliminals about like, yeah, that nigga nice, but fuck that nigga and shit. And they say, no, my list, nah, fuck no.
It's definitely John. I agree with John because I will be like, all right, well, Quentin Nelson just made a hell of a play.
Yeah,
but I won't.
I ain't gonna say nothing about Trent.
Argument's still going. Like, it's like a running thing now. I can't cave and say he's nice for real. But John is going to live and die by the fact that Trent Williams is not top 10 all time. Forever. Forever.
Like, how many times have we done seen what the Stephen A. call him porn star Jimmy run for his fucking life in the pass coverage and shit? Like, come on now. Like, this motherfucker running for his life every day. And it ain't just up the middle, it's at the edge, it's everywhere. Motherfuckers is running for their life. But what's the most love replays we always see with Trent Williams? What he doing? He ain't pass blocking. That nigga run blocking, smacking niggas. That's what he do. So of course he's gonna be great in that system. He was great in Washington doing the same thing because they ran the fucking ball with Alfred Morris.
Mm-hmm.
But when you need him to do everything, all right, okay.
See, John, you all right?
Run, block, and tackle.
See that, and to be fair, I like doing this because you know, you see what I get out of John when I bring up Trent Williams. I love this, but in all seriousness, who I think is the best tackle, I can't put him there because he's been hurt. That's it. Like, when Ronnie healthy, ain't nobody better than Ronnie, in my opinion. Because he do everything equally well. Pass block, dominant. Run block, dominant. He pulling tackles, dominant. Like, yo, he does it all.
And I still would have traded back at 6. Just the 8 and 9. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Oh, never mind.
All right. We got another list. We got another top 10 list. ESPN. Well, actually, what's the homie? I'm gonna just say Slay because you don't want to call him by his first name. So Slay, Big Play Slay posted this on Twitter and said, "Okay, noted."
Oh, we got that bitch engraved in stone because niggas know too. Shit.
Top 10 corners in the league: Jalen 1, Marshawn 2, Jair 3, Zabin 4, J.C. Jackson 5, Denzel 6, Pat Surtain 7, Marlo 8, AJ Terrell 9, Trayvon Diggs 10.
First of all, I'm not putting Patrick Surtain up at 7 already. I'm just not. Like
How many more years you need? Just one more?
I need at least 1, maybe 2 more years. Like,
all right, good. All right, because the way he trended, if he keeps only doing 2 years, he's gonna be number 1.
Put the list back up real quick because look, first of all, AJ Terrell is a monster. Can we just? I think having AJ Terrell that low is.
Wait.
That
wait.
nigga stay hurt.
Wait.
AJ Terrell is legit.
No. Before you do that, you gotta give AJ Terrell his flowers in a different way. Because when he got drafted, his rookie year, everybody thought AJ was a bust or ain't belong to go that high out of Clemson. He was this, he was that. And
Who's
then look at
everybody?
AJ now, huh?
Right.
Who's everybody?
I'm just saying national media.
Oh, okay. I was saying I don't think
I'm
nobody.
saying we like AJ.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, bruh, every chance they get it was shooting AJ down.
Mm-mm.
And he a baller.
He is.
He's a baller. So I'm not mad at this list at all.
I got an issue with 10.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
If anybody can creep out of there, it's 10.
I got a huge issue with 10.
What's the huge issue with 10 then?
Yeah, it's got.
Trayvon Diggs is saying Trayvon Diggs is the top 10 corner is the same thing as saying Jameis Winston is the top 10.
Wow. Now I know where you're going with this. I know exactly where you're going is because they give up a lot of plays.
But he gives up the most yards.
Yes, but if you're a playmaker, he take
He gives
chances.
up the most touchdowns.
But
He takes a lot of chances. So that's why I say he could possibly.
So does
squeak
MP.
out
I
of
want
the top
to
10.
put Trayvon Diggs over MP.
Oh, come on now.
Roland said, John said MF for 34 MF times.
Listen,
Right over Marcus Peters, bro.
I won't put him over Marcus.
Hell no.
Oh, bro.
Not shut down. No, hell no.
Yo,
Over Marcus.
to me, Marcus
so-
is a shut down.
I
Marcus
think-
gives up a lot of
Diggs.
plays.
Diggs give up the most.
but true.
Yeah,
But if you just going off this list with motherfuckers that was healthy who played last year, I can't take
Okay.
Diggs off this list and put Darius Slay in there because
No,
if you can say that, you basically saying that they both do the same thing, but one person get more picks.
Yo,
I'm gonna get the person that will get the most picks.
Slay belongs on this list. Slay belongs in the top 10.
So who you taking out? Denzel Ward because he always hurt.
I take Denzel Ward definitely come out.
Okay, I get that.
But and I'm not just looking at picks, I'm looking at technique, the ability to play inside and out, and he travels. And if you look at like completion percentage, all that, like nothing really gets completed on Slay. He just don't get as many picks as the other guys. Like JC Jackson get more picks, Zaven get more picks. Jair was hurt most of the year. Marlo don't get any picks, but he pretty much shut down when he healthy and he get the fumbles.
He caused turnovers, yeah. But I agree with you.
But I like
person
Slay.
I looked at this list, I was like, well, Denzel Ward ain't been healthy.
But I would take Denzel Ward and I'll put Slay over AJ because of body of work. Slay has been consistently at the top since Detroit.
Yeah, but you saying body of work? Are we talking about body of work? Or are we talking about right now? Like
even right now, I put Slay over AJ.
I'm putting Slay over. I'm putting Slay over
I put
Diggs.
Slay over AJ.
I'm putting
Not right now.
Buffalo. I'm putting homie in Buffalo over Diggs.
But he ain't played last year.
That's another one.
He played last year. He just got hurt at the end of the year.
Tre'Davious was out. Like Tre'Davious was the top 10 corner when he healthy.
without a doubt.
Easy.
Without a doubt. But and to me, that's how Trayvon could come off. If you're looking about going forward, like from this moment going forward, who your top 10 is, then yes, you can have Denzel Ward on his list because Denzel Ward is legit and he's going to be playing this year. And then that's the case. You can take you can put your Davies in for Trayvon.
So who else? All right. So going forward, that would the only adjustment you make.
That's the only adjustment I make going forward.
Going forward, okay.
That's the only one argument I can make to take Trayvon Diggs off is to put Tre'Davious White on.
Because I look at guys like JC and Trayvon as guys who can play the position. They get a lot of picks. and that's what you want.
Okay.
Just overall coverage ability.
I don't like Trayvon.
Tre'Davious and Slade got him, I think.
Yeah. I don't like Trevon Diggs in coverage. I think Trevon Diggs would make a hell of a safety. I don't like him in coverage.
But I mean, like I don't mind. Like I don't mind having that taking risk mentality. But when you sloppy with it, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Right. His technique is not. Technique is not good. It's just he plays the ball very well. Like I said, if he's a safety, I would definitely agree with that.
But that go for everybody though.
Yeah,
like you said.
Yeah.
Even Jalen, when Jalen was sloppy in Super Bowl. But and he admitted that though. He admitted that.
Jalen Ramsey what separates him. Like you honestly have to see Jalen Ramsey in person to understand. Like no other corner does what he does. Like to be that rangy and at that size, it's like a freak. He a true freak. Even though he had like the little bad technique moments in the Super Bowl, it's still hard to pick anybody better than Jalen right now.
No, I mean Chase was cooking, but that's Chase.
Chase had I wouldn't say that's Chase. I mean, he just had a moment.
Chase was pipping.
Oh my gosh!
Chase came to win a Super Bowl.
How big would that fall be if Chase just fell out the map this season?
That would be probably top 10.
That's pretty dramatic
to ever happen.
No doubt.
Super dramatic, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like Josh Gordon type dramatic.
Yeah.
Because this what it reminds me of. Because Josh Gordon came in and had 1,700 yards, something crazy like that. Like, oh damn, Josh Gordon is about to be it. He could be the next Moss. And then
we.
You see what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let's slow down. Like, chase an animal. And don't get it twisted. His quickness is unbelievable. But let's just slow up on Shorty real quick. Let him get the body of work in. Like we doing with Luka.
Luka ain't never been that damn nice. All right, cool.
Oh, there we go. Stop hating on Luka. Don't be hating on Luka.
Luka ain't never changed the game, though. I ain't never seen it.
Luka never did what?
Go ahead. What was your next point?
Please move on.
I never seen it.
This just hate, bro.
Just hate at this point all year long.
I've just never seen it. That's all I can say. I can go by what I seen.
All right, this is something we talked about this in the chat a couple weeks back, and want to bring this up.
Oh God,
what we do now?
Oh, ain't nothing bad. I mean,
okay. I was say we talked about a lot of stuff in the chat.
Oh no, it was top 5. It was top 5, right, John? Was it 5?
Yeah, it was top 5. It wasn't
top
top
10.
Bad,
not 10. It was 5. I think the question was something along the lines: Is Cooper Kupp a top 5 receiver in the league?
Oh, I said was Cooper Kupp before last season your top 10? Is he now?
I thought you said 5.
Did I say 5? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 5. I was watching.
Somebody else go. I'm trying to think. And we talking about from this moment going forward, correct?
He's talking about last year.
No, I said
that's how the question was presented.
Was Cooper Kupp in your top 5 at the beginning of last season, and is he in your top 5 now?
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
So the beginning of last season, I had him like in the top 10. Going forward, he's top 5 for me.
I definitely did not have him in my top 5 last year. I probably would have went with other names. Like I would have went Devontae, Tyreek, Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins, and I probably would have went who at 5 I probably would have went. I know it wouldn't have been Cooper Kupp. That I can tell you now. And And this year, I'll probably go Devontae, Tyreek, Cooper Kupp, Chase until Ravens defense can stop him. And
I was about to say Diggs as well. I had Diggs in my 5 last year.
I ain't got Diggs in my 5. And I'll probably go Mike Evans.
Hoes on the Mike Evans.
Because
as if it's Dirk Nowitzki. Like, bruh.
Just saying he
What's
just
wrong with Mike Evans?
Nothing is wrong with Mike Evans, but like, what does Mike Evans do great?
Is going to stay in the top 5. This nigga got Johnny Manziel, a first-round pick.
Oh my God!
Single-handedly got that nigga a first-round pick. He's going to stay in the top 5.
What's wrong with him, John? Talk to him. Talk to him.
Oh my God!
I mean, he did give him a top pick. But yeah, like I said, I think I had Adams, Hop, Chase. What's homie in Minnesota? Jefferson and Diggs.
Yeah. Okay.
At the beginning of the year. I probably was still holding on to Julio. I probably was still holding on to Julio.
You had Chase top 5 at the beginning of his rookie year.
I probably even had DK or Justin Jefferson going into last year as my top 5.
I knew Chase was going to be a problem. I was telling y'all Chase was going to be a problem. Even when he set that year out, I was like, Chase is going to be a problem.
I'll be honest with you. I ain't believe you. Guess what? I believe you now. And they put up 200 on us.
Didn't he do it twice?
Twice. I don't know if he did 200.
No, the second time he didn't do it. T. Higgins had the 200 the second time.
Oh, okay.
Just pick one of them niggas.
Yeah. All right. So look, John, go ahead. What you go ahead, John.
Diggs, Hill, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen.
Why you hate on Mike Evans, bro?
Yeah, you do.
No, I love no.
Yeah,
It just I like Mike Evans a lot. It just tripped me out. Like, damn, it confirms that it's a lot of receivers in the league.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm petty with this because when I think top 5, I gotta break it down. I gotta look at top 5 at the beginning of the route. Who's top 5 at the top of the route? Is because it's a different list for me. And then like who's top 5 overall? That's how I look at it.
But we all could break our list down differently.
Yeah, because it's too many guys to say who's 5.
Right.
It's way too many. But
list your 5 real quick, and then I got
overall going into the year. Devontae, easily he's number 1. I go maybe I go Cup. I can't put the order after 1. I just know Devontae 1. But Devontae, Cooper Kupp, Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Jets, Justin Jefferson.
Wow. No Tyreek in there? Wow.
Nah. Tyreek, for me, Tyreek is the number 1 deep threat.
Okay, that was my question for y'all. Who is the number 1 big play guy in the
Tyreek is the number 1. Tyreek is number 1 deep threat. And then if Chase can continue, see, think about Chase and his. It seems like when you look at Chase's big plays, it's a lot of busted coverage this past season. Just think about it. It was either bad technique that he didn't set up. It was just bad technique or busted coverage for like his biggest plays, right?
Okay.
But
He took the
Huh?
like the slant.
Like the slant.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of it is like combined with his quickness. But if he continues that way, I would say he's number 2 deep threat in the league. Because he can get the ball on a slant and just take off or run by you and keep going.
Okay, so notably missing is Debo Samuels. Notably missing is Terry Mack from everybody's list. Nobody mentioned neither one of those 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Debo's my
Nobody
favorite
missing-
come out in the draft that year.
Ain't nobody mention no commander.
Debo was definitely my favorite coming out of that draft too.
Commodore, whatever the fuck their name
Yo,
is.
I wish it was Commodores though.
Yeah.
That'd been
Commodores
I'm
would be
gonna call them
great.
the Commodores. I don't like the Commanders. I don't like their names.
I might actually be a fan of him if it was a Commodores, because then you
Yes.
dress up like Lionel
Yeah.
Richie and just be in the stands.
Can Michael Thomas get back to being the top 10? Or top
Without a
5?
doubt.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Healthy
Oh,
Michael.
Al,
Drew
why
Brees
you
without
hating
a
on Michael
Thomas?
Thomas? He extended Drew Brees' career and you hating on Michael Thomas.
Because he runs slants. That's it.
That's how Drew kept his career going.
How about
That's
that?
the only route that he could throw. The
That's
fuck?
all-
Him on the over.
That's all he could throw.
Him on the end cut. Like
That's all he could throw. He kept his career. He gave Drew 2 more years?
This nigga gave Kamara like 30
Swing pass.
like roundabout routes and angle routes and shit, like delayed routes. Like what? No wonder why he had 20 receptions a game and shit.
Yo, I love that this turned into a Drew Brees pack session, yo. I love it. Oh man, this shit up in that right corner.
Like, come on, yo. That's how they threw.
Drew Brees got caught cheating. It ain't no reason why he fell up. I'm trying to be with more family. Nah, nigga, you got caught cheating. It was with a Spanish or black chick. You
no,
got
they
caught
tried to
in the
make
coma.
him. They tried to make him announcer at one point in time during the college season, and he sucks at it. Right? He's just not an announcer. Much better quarterback than an announcer. I can admit that.
Didn't he have a dashiki on or something? Or like, didn't he make a
Somebody
comment?
gotta find that. Somebody gotta find that, please.
Something, bro. They said,
Oh, shucks. I forgot about that. I think he did wear she.
yeah, I think you had a dashiki on or something. He's like, come on, Drew. You throw one swing past the Alvin Kamara, and I ain't wearing dashikis.
This nigga's not Dirk.
Robert said the greatest collection of receivers was from 95 to 2015, in his opinion. That's tough.
That's tough. I would probably agree because you still include
I like
Jerry and Mike and Chris in there.
I would have to see who was like,
And you still including AB, you still including Calvin, you still including Julio, Hopkins, I think was in that 15.
Andre Johnson.
Mhm.
Johnson, yeah.
Reggie Wayne,
Reggie.
Isaac Bruce,
Marvin Harrison. Yeah, I would think so.
Corey Holt,
Marvin,
T.O.,
Sterling, T.O.
Randy, yeah.
Eric Mason, Steve Smith.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Odell.
Naquan Bolden, Odell,
Yeah, Fitz, Odell, yeah.
Plaxico Harris,
Brandon Marshall.
Brandon
Bro,
Marshall.
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
But we coming up on something like that right now. But
With the group behind it. That's what I was about to
Yeah.
ask. To the group
we are
behind it
coming
is
something like that, man. But that's a list, boy. And we
Yeah,
ain't even name everybody. Fellas, like, I mean, I can't even think of them, but we ain't even name everybody.
Right, but I mean, as far as the college game, how it's more open and quarterbacks are coming into the league with more reps, your wide receivers are coming into the league with more reps, so is your corners. You know, you got 7-on-7 camps that's happening everywhere. So I think, yeah, your wide receivers your wide receiver class will still continue to grow up.
I got a question for y'all. What position in the NFL right now do you think we will never see, like going forward, an all-time great at? Like, we could see the greatest quarterback to ever play the game coming up soon. We don't know. Is there a position in the NFL that you think we will never see the all-time great for that position ever again?
I would say running back because it's not valued anymore. And you have multiple people taking, like you would never see Emmitt Smith coming off the field unless he was like completely broken up. Barry Sanders was not coming off that field as he was completely broken up.
Mhm.
You know, Marshall Faulk was doing everything out the backfield. LT was doing stuff out the backfield. Like you got to have running back by committee now. So I think running back would definitely be that.
That's a
I
great.
don't know.
That's
That's a good point, though. That's a
Yeah.
real good point. But you know, there's the way kids are being built nowadays. All it takes is one.
Yeah.
Because like even like the exception to the rule of is Derrick Henry to an extent. And
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say Derrick Henry. I would say Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, JT.
Because he ain't gonna come off the field. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Robert got a list. He said fullback, receiver,
Well,
inside
fullback is a good
linebacker.
position for- Yeah,
I mean, I think we could possibly see the greatest receiver. Like
I
in the
definitely think receivers
in the
coming up.
passing league, like you said, with everybody getting the 7-on-7 stuff, and we could
But-
possibly see the greatest receiver ever.
That's
Come-
hard. But
It
you
is
know what?
hard.
I don't know. I'm gonna say receiver because the consensus, the bar is set too high.
The bar set extremely high.
Because like even for the most of the world who say Jerry Rice the best, you
Mhm.
look at the numbers and it's like, who's gonna play that long?
Right. I'm about to say
If he
Jerry
that
Rice
great.
can do 20 good
Right.
years.
And then if you don't look at the yards numbers, you look at touchdowns and look at T.O. and Moss, like, bruh, who's gonna catch that many?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
hard.
but that's different. Like, what if we could possibly come across somebody that has tons of touchdowns and tons of yards again?
Like
like,
Chase.
yeah.
Chase starting off with
You
a
could.
I
bang.
mean, I think with 17 games extending,
That's a good
I
point.
think when Jerry started, it was 14.
Mhm.
I thought he had like a 12-game season. Like
I was thinking 12 too. I was like, it's either 12 or 14 when he first started.
So he said fullback, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said fullback.
Fullback. Who's the greatest fullback ever? I mean, who is it? First one that comes to mind is Lorenzo Neal, but I don't know who.
Yeah.
the greatest- Okay,
and then the
I
Bush
think-
Ravens.
I would say fullback based on the same criteria that Alm said because it's a different league. So I get that. I get saying fullback. Like you're probably not going to see that many teams with a fullback. So to say
Right.
you can see the greatest one ever, you probably won't get utilized that much to be the greatest one ever to be in that conversation. What else did he say besides fullback and wide receiver?
But the thing is,
It was always a 16-game season, John Al, for Jerry Rice when he came in. It was always 16 games.
okay. Well, shit, you got 17. They still talking about 18 possibly, and cutting, because nobody plays the preseason. They're talking about getting rid of that and go to 18. So you possibly could see Jerry numbers.
So
But I don't think so. I don't think so because, like, when you say Jerry numbers, Jerry Rice yards are what running. He got more receiving yards than running backs have rushing yards.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in. Who gonna get 22,000 receiving yards and 197 touchdowns? Like that's
That's
so
crazy.
22,000 receiving yards in
Yeah.
20 seasons.
Yep. Basically, yeah.
So what is that? What does that
One,
equate to?
3, 4,
That's like
per year.
1,500 a year, like 1,500 a year almost. Almost close to 1,500 a year.
That's doable if somebody could play for 20 years. Like, but like, you know what I mean? How many touchdowns in 20 years?
197.
Okay, so that's almost 10 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 10 a year is doable in this league if you pay for 20 years. Again,
But that's true. That's true.
so
But
I mean,
the 20 years is hard.
20 years is definitely hard.
That's gonna be I'm about to say that's gonna be the tough point right there. That 20
And-
years.
And
But to
then-
go
and-
back to what he was saying about fullback, well, before we go too far away from that point, Lorenzo Neal is probably the best fullback if you're talking about blocking for 1,000-yard rushers.
Mhm.
But no one asked Lorenzo Neal to catch the ball out the backfield
Okay.
like they do with Juice and Pat. Shit, we got a coordinator that's going to line Pat up in the slot at least 3 times a game.
So do you? That's a shot. Nice. But do you think there can be someone that can come and revolutionize the fullback position?
Yeah, I think it's going to be
As far as,
used like that, like your second or third tight end is going to be pretty much your fullback.
Like as athletic as Juszczyk is, but good as blocking as Lorenzo Neal. Like I don't know if you're going like
No, I'm
obviously
going to get another blocker because it's hard for me watching tight ends block coming into the league. Period.
I don't see it. I don't see it because if you're the athletic, they're gonna want to split you out and get you in space.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Because and like I said before, like we knock Roman for we're caught out there multiple times, but when you see him out there and see the production, it's like it makes sense. Like especially in the league,
I'm just saying
where corners don't want to tackle anyway, and you got like a 300-pound lineman a guy who's bigger than lineman. When you see him up close, it's like he gonna get positive yards.
Yeah, but nobody asked Lorenzo Neal to do that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't even know if Lorenzo Neal has more than 100 catches in his career. Pat can pass that easy.
Yeah, but that's good, bro. That's crazy, man.
Inside linebacker is gonna be tough because you got to cover and run. He's an inside linebacker.
Yeah. But you know another thing to factor in when you think about longevity of the game, the money.
Okay.
Think about the mentality. A lot of guys like it's not everybody plays purely for love of football.
Right.
Jerry Rice loved football. You know what I mean?
So you saying once they get the second payday,
right?
Some
people love it doing that second payday. It's like, all right, I can ease up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get that perfect combination of a guy who love it and take care of the body and put that longevity in, it's possible.
Right.
I hope. But it's just like I just hope we appreciate them in the moment, and then when it's all said and done, we be like, dang man, I was too busy hating on them and debating against it. That wasn't even appreciating it. What I was watching,
a nitpick,
like people do Kevin Durant and LeBron.
Like people do LeBron James and Kobe Bryant.
Exactly.
You can't let me.
Oh, y'all got a few more minutes or we out?
No, we good. I'm good.
Go ahead.
All right. I had this conversation. Actually, I think Al's list. He posted it somewhere. It was in the Facebook group. It was the what's it called, Al? You said a Steelers fan made the list.
Oh, best possession, but top 5 of each
position.
Defensive possession, yeah.
I don't understand why you said the Steelers fan made the list. Like the guys who was listed as Steelers, it's pretty legit.
I mean, one is close to that time of the year that anything is black and yellow, I disrespect. So it's close to that point of the year.
Which is warranted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Respect.
And the fact that they had two Steelers in the cornerback list, but I didn't see Champ Bailey nowhere.
There was 2 Steelers?
It was Rod Woodson and
who's the other one?
It was hold on. Somebody just shared it. Give me 1 second. Rod Woodson and Mel Blount.
Oh, that's warranted though.
And I'm like, I would put Champ Bailey over at least one of them.
Hell,
not Rod Woodson.
In my opinion, and this is tough for me to say, I was conflicted.
And Rod Woodson is a better safety than the corner.
What?
Rod Woodson had most of his Pro Bowls as a safety.
Maybe okay.
I would put Rod Woodson ahead of Mel Blount, but that's just me.
Rob said he got Mike Haynes over Mel Blount. Mike Haynes, that was in the Raiders, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Or was Mike Haynes in Pittsburgh as well? I can't remember.
I'm thinking Lester. I thought it was Lester Hayes. I don't know.
All right, is this what I'm about to say? Tell me, yeah, it was the Raiders. All right, is this blasphemous? Because I was conflicted in this because he's a Raven, but he's also a Steeler.
Right?
Yes, because I feel like overall corner ability, Rod Woodson is the best corner ever.
I don't
Better
think so.
tackler than Dion, as great as sticky in coverage as Dion, and he got hands. I think he was the best cover corner, best pure corner ever. And then you go, Prime, and then Champ, and whoever. But I was conflicted. I'm like, I want to say it, but he a Steeler, but he a Raven. So it's like,
He's not a Raven. He's definitely a safety at a Raven.
Yeah, I would give Rod Woodson his flowers and
I
say
feel like he's
that
like,
he's
like,
Yeah.
up
I
there
think Rod is top 5.
without a doubt. That's
like,
without a
when
doubt.
it's insanely how good this man was.
Yeah.
And I was just talking with another coach who played the position, and he said, Dion was his favorite of all time. But ironically, both of us didn't have Dion at 1 or 2 as a DB overall.
Is it DB or a corner?
Yeah, as a DB overall. He wasn't one.
So who was 1 and 2?
Overall, I had Rod Woodson, Charles Woodson, and then Ed Reed. And then I go Prime and whoever else.
We're gonna have to split that list up. That's just me personally. I'm gonna have to dissect that to corner and safety because
Charles Woodson was a bad boy.
I need Ed at 1 overall.
I know. No, he's 1 overall as DB for me.
Okay.
He's number 1 over. That's how I had it. Ed was 1 overall DB. Then it was Rod, Charles, Prime. That's how it was. Ed was number 1 for me. His number 1 was Rod Woodson, then Charles Woodson, then Dion, then Ed.
I'm biased. I'm way too biased.
I couldn't put Rod over. I couldn't put Rod Woodson over Ed Reed. Like, I can't do it.
I would put Charles Woodson second behind Ed for me.
And I'm a Michigan fan. Like, he was part of the reason why I watched Michigan football.
But that's why I wanted
to both very well.
I wanted to dissect it to make it easier for me to have Ed at a number 1 spot. It's easy for me to say when you think best safety ever, Ed Reed, without a doubt. Now, when you bring in, you say DB, now the fact that it's blurry a little bit don't sit right with my soul. So I gotta separate it and go corner and safety. That way, Ed is clear cut my number 1 seed. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said I need to separate it.
Gotcha.
Because I'm biased.
Right. But you biased, but it's warranted.
But where would Ronnie fit in though?
Ronnie who?
Where would Ronnie fit in though? Ronnie would fit in, not in the top 5?
He's behind them. No.
That's enough reason why I want to separate it. I need to separate it because, in my opinion, I'm trying to think of who my top 5 safeties are. Or I would say Ed.
Let's go safeties.
All right, I would say Ed, Ronnie, Polamalu. I'm very biased here, and I know this is a reach. My 5 is Dawkins. I got Brian Dawkins in my top 5, and next safety I would probably go Charles Woodson. That's because I like them as safety when he plays safety. So those are my top 5 safeties.
Okay.
Now I know other people might have different ones, but that's Brian Dawkins was a dude.
I got one. Everyone likes to mention Sean Taylor, but you say the tragedy wouldn't put him in your top 5.
Unfortunately, no.
Right.
And I'm a Miami guy. You know I'm a Sean Taylor guy.
Easy.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. Rob said he got Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott, Troy, B. Doc, and Kenny Easley.
I'll have to read up on Kenny.
I'm gonna be petty. I'm taking Troy out.
Ain't Kenny Easley? That was a Seahawk, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying back on his stats and stuff like that to figure out, where he kind of go with that. But
we're going Ed, Ronnie, Charles, B. Doc.
Me and him got the same list, except for he got Easley in, and I got Woods in it.
So mine's Ed Reed, Rod Woodson, Charles Woodson, Brian Dawkins, Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, that's
They
the same
my
as
five.
me.
We're gonna add water in there.
I ain't got Ronnie Lott in.
You try to get Troy out, no matter.
I'm putting Troy
Right?
in.
How can you not put Troy in though? It's
don't like
insane.
I don't like him.
And that's what me hating on him. Me hating on him got him at 3.
Right. And then like if
You're
I
right.
separate and go corner, it would be Rod Woodson, Charles Woodson, Deion Sanders, Darrell Revis, Champ Bailey.
That's fair.
Charles Dion. No, Dion Charles. No. Charles Dion. I don't know. Fuck 1A, 1B. I don't really care.
Go ahead.
Revis. Rod. I fucked the order up. I don't know. That 1 and 2 killed me. That 1-2 combo killed me. I don't know.
Rob got Deion, Rod, Night Train Lane, Champ, and Revis. Love it.
Is there any way Ramsey can get in that top 5 all time?
Yes.
Possible.
Like, what needs to like? Is it just being consistent through the rest of his career, or does he need to improve on takeaways or something like that? What is
the takeaways?
Rob say nope. I say just being consistent.
Takeaways and consistency.
Just being consistent. Because like what receivers like have good days against Jalen Ramsey? When I say a good day, I mean like
a good day? Yeah,
7 for like 100 in a score.
not.
I mean, I know he said hot. I don't know.
But even then, it's like, that was probably once, because you look at the head to head, it's like Hot might come up with a touchdown and had 32 yards.
Okay.
Is that really a good day? You got an end zone, so I mean, I guess that's good, but
I mean, I just know when they were doing that battle, he was just saying like that's one guy that always.
Because like a guy like Champ had days where he was shut down, but then you had days where people was routing Champ up. But Revis, on the other hand, it's like it's gonna be a few, if any, went crazy on Revis. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I'm putting Charles over Champ. I've always been Charles over Champ. I never.
I think all of
So
us.
I mean, the consensus people that's not ever leaving, in my opinion, is going to be Deion, Rod, Revis, and Champ.
I say Revis and Charles.
Revis and Charles. All right, so Champ could possibly get out.
Yeah,
possibly because of the end of his career.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's tough, man. That's when you think about it, man. We've seen a lot of great players, yo. We came up with
D'Angelo Hall, my 5.
Who?
Wait a minute, you said D'Angelo Hall.
In your favorite 5?
I knew he was high today. I told you high today.
I said it. Wherever he's at is pure right now. It's insane.
I knew.
No, I was just saying Hopkins. That's the only thing I can think of when I think Hopkins. Yo. I swear that nigga ended that man's career right there when that practice.
Yo, none of us named DeAndre Hopkins in our top 5.
Wide receivers ever?
No. Going forward, we did. Nobody named Hopkins.
I said Hop.
We got
you didn't. You didn't say Hop.
I definitely said Hop.
You might have.
I don't remember.
I damn sure didn't. So
DeAndre and Hop are my 2. Yeah, DeAndre and Hop are my 2 top type wide receivers, and then Champ, not Champ. That was his name. Chase. Those are my top 3.
Hop, Chase, and who else?
Hop, Chase, and Devontae Adams.
Oh, I don't see it with Hop from like a technique standpoint.
That's the thing. That's why I have him up there. Like he don't make great tech. He don't have great technique. He don't really get open. He just get open vertically, and you still can't stop him. That's his.
But
crazy.
And I put him in the same category as like Mike Evans.
Oh Lord, I knew this.
But it's like, but think about it, like what you just said. He don't. But Mike Evans to me is a better route runner than DeAndre Hopkins, and he can get open more than DeAndre Hopkins. It's just for some reason he doesn't get the recognition as Hopkins. But to me, they're the same guys. It's just one light skin.
Like Hop is completely slow. He's not a burner at all.
You preaching to Mike Evans. Like, think about it. Tell you what, am I right? Like, everything he's saying sounds like Mike Evans.
That's accurate.
That's why I'm like, it's
and
great.
if DeAndre Hopkins comes back and is not getting a lot of separation, he's still catching 50-50 balls and making plays. Guess what? He's going back in my top 10. I mean, my top 5. Like, if he's making the plays, he's making the plays.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he remind me, yeah, he remind me a lot of like Anquan.
Yeah.
Never going to separate, but he going to catch damn near everything thrown his way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's impressive. Man, so we got what? Next week is camp, right? Camp come back next week?
Is it next week?
For rookies, I think rookies report next week.
Like the 13th or 16th, I don't know.
It might be. 13th is this week.
Right. I think I've seen something that said it like the 23rd, I thought.
23rd is a Saturday, so it can't be 23rd. They might report like on the 19th. What's the 19th? Yeah, 19th should be a Tuesday.
Yeah, 19th is next Tuesday.
So that'll be exciting. We get closer and closer to some football, and we go from there for real.
We should be excited. Ravens fans should be excited, man. Like, for real. You know, I videotape and dissect every preseason game. I watch almost every preseason game like 2 or 3 times to watch the younger guys and up-and-coming guys. And I'm excited. I can't wait. Like, I already got like my pad and stuff ready because I'm ready to write down who I think is going to be. That's how I like to prepare and say what we need. We can get rid of. We can afford to get rid of such and such and whatever the case may be because of these type of games. Let the dudes play. I want to see Tyler Badie play. I want to see Justice Hill play. Justice Hill.
When you say the dudes, you mean the young guys.
Yeah. Justice Hill playing. Right. Justice Hill should be proving his worth right now. Like,
right,
so this is Justice Hill should be proving his worth. Should it be Justice Hill or should it be Tyler Badie? Because obviously the other dude is gonna make the team. Mike Davis. He gonna make the team.
No, Mike Davis.
Is it
from Atlanta?
Yeah. So he gonna make the team. That's a no-brainer. So it's those two who gonna make the team. Tight end wise, okay.
No.
What you mean how?
We picked him up in free agency.
We got JK, we got Gus,
you got Mike Davis, Justice Hill, and Tyler Badie.
And Nate McCray and all of them, yeah.
And we got rid of Tyson Williams, who got picked up by somebody, by
the Colts.
Colts. So that's one position battle. The tight end position battle, okay. Everybody was talking about Eli Wolf. Everybody was talking about the other dude that got hurt.
Eli
gone? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so you got Charlie Kohler, you got Isaiah Likely, you got the dude we got from Jacksonville last year. I can't remember his name. Josh Oliver. That's a good position battle, right? Okay. All right, on the line, Tyron Phillips, Ben Powers, they in a Makari. They in a position battle. What's the other dude? Cleveland. These are all.
I think Cleveland gonna be the starter.
So we might not see Cleveland that much then. Like somebody might not make the team. Like when you think about it, we get to see Mendez a little bit. So I'm interested to see that. I want to see the young young corner we got from Alabama. I want to see the corner we got from Houston. I want to see what our safeties look like. The younger guys that's going to be playing right now. We ain't going to see Williams. We ain't going to see Chuck Clark. We going to see Brandon Stevens.
We going to see Clark.
Chuck Clark ain't going to play.
We ain't gonna see Chuck Clark. We're gonna see
Hell
Brandon
no.
Stevens play though. We're gonna see
Darius Washington.
Darius
Geno
Washington. We're gonna
Stone.
see Geno Stone. That's what I was talking about. We're gonna see Geno play. I want to see these guys play.
Mhm.
So the top 3 safeties just going to be just sitting
They
in
not
there.
playing.
Yeah,
Dudes.
Okay.
they not. Hold on, let's get this out the way now. The top 3 safeties ain't gonna play. Well, maybe Kyle might play a snap.
I don't
Then
think
again,
Kyle
no,
playing.
no. The top 3 safeties ain't playing.
So
The top quarterback ain't playing. The top
Do you
2 running
think
backs
John-
ain't playing.
I'm about to say, do you think John is going to change from what he did last year and going into
Yeah, a lot
this
of
season?
the
Without a
guys
doubt.
ain't gonna play.
Okay.
We ain't gonna see Peters. We ain't gonna see Humphrey.
Nope.
Okay. We ain't gonna see Patrick McQueen. We gonna see what's the other young dude
No
from
Ronnie.
Ohio State?
Yeah,
Harrison?
Harrison gonna play.
We gonna see Harrison. We gonna see the dudes from Florida. I can't remember his
No
name.
way.
No Oway. You ain't gonna
Oway
see.
or- yeah.
Obviously, you ain't gonna see Ojabo. We
don't
might
see.
not even see Dalen Hayes right now. To be honest with you,
Hayes gonna play. Hayes gonna play.
you think what?
Ty is not. Ty is probably the one that's not gonna play.
Yeah, Ty is obviously he because he hurt.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Well,
saying, outside,
He
you
look
got
good.
Dalen Hayes and Houston is up. That's all we got right now. When you think about it, and Oway,
You got the Florida kid that's gonna play a lot. Moon.
right?
And you got what's the African dude? I forgot his other name. Double A. I think is Double A still in? They got some younger guys they could just like pencil in.
Right. So we're gonna see these young guys play, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and on the D line, we're not gonna see Calais. We're not gonna see Pierce. We're not gonna see
maybe Matt BK. Maybe
not gonna see
one
Ben BK. No, you're gonna see
Justin.
Broderick Washington. That's another one. We're gonna see Broderick Washington play, right? That's what we wanted. We want to see him play. Like, we're gonna see these young guys play and see what they really made of, and see if they can help this team going forward. And if not, they're not gonna waste time on them. They're just gonna cut them and get that cap space and bring in a vet. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay.
We ain't gonna see Fuller.
No, Kyle.
No.
Yeah, we're not gonna see Fuller. We're not gonna see those guys. So we're gonna get to see these young corners. We're gonna see what's his name, Robert Jackson. Unfortunately, but come on, Rob. Well, I'm pulling for Rob. I mean, you had outside leverage and you just gave up outside leverage in a 2-on-1. But that's all right, Rob. We back. So
outside leverage was safety help inside.
Yes, it essentially the man 2-on-1 press, and he gave up outside leverage. But that's all right. We that's in the past, Rob. We're not worried about that no more.
I like how y'all changed the team. I love it.
Oh, you should be excited.
What do you mean change it to?
I love the optimism. I love
That's it. Well, no. Remember, I'm the one who tell y'all to keep that same December energy down this time. But you know,
Well, that's why I'm excited to see the team, because I'm trying to figure out what energy I need to have.
Right.
I'm going to have that same energy that I got from December. I'm keeping that same shit. You're not.
So we ain't doing nothing, Al. We ain't doing nothing this year.
I ain't saying we ain't doing nothing. I'm just, you got to do it before I get excited. That's all I'm saying. I need you to do it before I get excited. I'm not going to get excited first and be like, oh, we got this, and then we don't have it. I'm not doing that no more.
AT, do you think it's accurate to say there are 11 teams in the NFL, when healthy, has a better overall roster than the Ravens?
I'm going to say that is inaccurate, and that's always been my stance.
Okay.
My stance on the Ravens' success now and over the past 3 to 4 years has always been and will always be, we will go as far as the coaching takes us.
Okay.
And that's just period. That's my stance.
That's true.
Both sides of football.
Yeah. I just think it's hilarious. I'm like, damn, 11 teams? Like, I don't see that.
No. We will go as far as the coaching takes us each year.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And that is exactly why I got that December optimism running into August.
That I understand.
Because 2 of them goddamn coaches got to go. One of them I don't even know.
Damn.
It's crazy. T1, how excited would you be week 2? Ojabo playing.
I would be leery.
No. Like, I'll do it this way. Let's say by the second preseason game, there's clips of him working out on the sideline.
That would be great. Because that means week 10, he ready to roll. He's ready to roll week 10.
Why week 10?
Because
why
that's
week
the
10?
big. That's to say they ain't rushing nobody back no more. I can guarantee you that.
No. I'm saying though, like it's not a rush. Because when you think about that type of injury, it's more common for guys to come back and be themselves from an Achilles tear quicker than an ACL tear.
Right. Or a broken ankle.
Right, because you look at Suggs. Remember, Suggs was the first one to do it, and he had an MVP season.
Mm-hmm.
Right after that, but he came back and was dominant. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Young boy Cam Akers for the Rams came back, looked as if he never was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was it?
Smitty.
KD in basketball. KD did it. So it's pretty common lately. I noticed, and I bring it up because I look at guys like Bowser. I look at Ojabo. I look at Akers when he was going through it. I'm like, bro, you just had surgery. Why are you running around and moving as if it's already getting, already pretty strong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's far-fetched that he could be healthy enough to play week 1, week 2, but they purposely wait until week 6 or so to, you know what I mean?
You don't think we can afford to do that? Or you don't think they will do it?
No. I say I don't think it's far-fetched that they would just wait just to be
Cautious.
Be conventional about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a rush where we absolutely need him because I think the way the team is built is complementary, and the way the coach is going to call and dial things up, you're going to have 2 guys already on the edge ready to go that's going to be wreaking havoc in 50 and 99. And with 93, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's just going to be like, bro, add another dog to the kennel.
Right. And we could potentially see 54 one-on-one with the guard.
I think 54 was going to start the season. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to start the year, right? As like nothing happened. But
we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all rocking with us.
I'm excited. Go Ravens.
Well, follow us on YouTube, Sideline Talk _SLT, Instagram at the Sideline Talk, Facebook group #Sideline Talk, on Twitch, Sideline Talk. Shout out to the everybody who commented on Twitch, on Facebook. We appreciate y'all. I'll take us out.
Be blessed, be productive, be more. We love you. We out.
He's excited.
Super.
Go Ravens.